Welcome back, everyone. It's Ready or Not.
Football edition.
I'm Starlord.
I'm Pugsley Addams.
We are excited to bring you a recap of Week 8 and the preview.
Projections for Week 9.
There you go. Guys, there was a lot of scoring this week.
A lot of scoring. Not enough for my team, but...
Very true.
What
very
am I
true.
gonna-
Well, your Siddums scored enough.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And
We'll talk about that later.
Not going to lie.
Or not at all.
Starlord's not in space. I'm popping that off. Ooh, it's warm in there. All right. Still Starlord. Don't confuse it. Let's start off because we got a lot to go over. Obviously, it's the trade deadline today. So if anything comes in, guys, I'm going to let you know as it comes in. But we've also got the injuries. We've got the trades. We've got news. And then obviously the sit-ins for this week and the recap from week 8 as far as our league.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with
the top 5.
Yeah, let's start with the tops.
All right, for QBs this week, we got Sam Howell, number 1 on Justine's team. So he put up 31 points. So great job by Sam Howell. Josh Allen doing what Josh Allen does, 30.1 on Christina's team. You got Dak Prescott putting up 29.1 points on Will's team. And then just to touch on what I sent you yesterday, there's people that are saying that Dak Prescott is better than Josh Allen.
I'm not going to agree with that, and I'm a Cowboys fan, but I like how he's playing. I'll give him that part.
All right. I mean, if he keeps doing it, I don't hate Dak Prescott.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Then you got Joe Burrow, 27.6 on Josh's team.
So wait a minute, would you say
No. We're going through the top 5 right now. Will Levis, 26.6.
Yeah, who the heck knew who he was before yesterday?
I have no idea. He is a free agent. He's up for grabs. I know there are people that need QBs.
Yeah, there's a few QB searchers this week. So that's top
5.
There you go.
And you want to go through bottom 5 or you want to go through sick first?
Go bottom 5 because none of them are in the injured for this past week.
Fair enough. All right, then bottom 5, we got Patrick Mahomes,
so
6.6 on Tebow's team.
Patrick Mahomes is now traveling to Germany or already in Germany potentially, sick, and he played the other day with an illness in 20-degree weather. I don't want to be him, and I definitely don't want to be traveling to Germany while I'm feeling that way to go play in a game.
Now, that being said, while I wouldn't like this kind of victory, I'll take it as a Dolphins fan.
Very true.
Especially after...
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no. No, we won. Oh, the Chiefs lost. That's right. That's what I was worried about. But it explains it a little more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%, especially the way he played.
Yeah.
And then your bottom 5?
So continuing on, we got Lamar Jackson, 12 on my team. Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, no.
We'll touch on that a bit because Zay Flowers is also on the bottom.
Yep.
Matt Stafford, 12.4. I don't know what's going on in LA.
So Matty Stafford has a UCL sprain on his right hand, potentially out for week 9, possibly IR. I did hear this morning that there's news that it might not be as bad as they thought it was. It might be just a sprain. So it's something to monitor if you stagger as you have Stafford right now. It's something to monitor.
All right, then you got CJ Stroud, 12.9 on your team. Any no injuries? Just didn't play well?
Just didn't play well.
You got Jared Goff, 13.7 on Tebow's team.
That wasn't a bad play necessarily. He did throw, I think, 2 picks. But was it Jeremiah? Jay Gibbs. Or no. What?
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Jahmyr Gibbs went off. He went for almost 200 yards, or 200 yards passing and receiving. And so Goff didn't have to do what Goff's been having to do.
Which, do you have any more QB injuries?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So we got Kirk Cousins over on Christina's team. He's got a torn Achilles, IR. I saw Christina dropped him this morning. You've got Kenny Pickett with a rib injury. He's questionable for week 9, also on Christina's team. And then Tyrod Taylor, who was not on anybody's team, is out for week 9. It's a possibility that you're going to see Daniel Jones back as the quarterback for the Giants. Might be another spot start for you guys to look at for all those that have quarterback buys this week. That's it for QBs.
All right. Going to running backs, you had extra ones. I was hoping to just seamlessly go into this. Jahmyr Gibbs, number 1 running back for the week, 28.4 on Christina's team. So great play.
Great play. Jesus.
Yep. You got Gus Edwards, 27.4, free agent. And I think you mentioned that you wanted to pick him up. I wanted to pick him up too, and I just completely blanked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, nothing to say there. I mean,
well,
he's available.
He's actually part of the reason why, not that you say that, he's part of the
Lamar
reason
Jackson.
why Lamar Jackson didn't do great because didn't have to.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Lamar show for a change.
Unfortunately. for me.
For you, yes.
You got CMC 26.8 on Will's team. So CMC coming back, doing work. We got Alvin Kamara 25 points on Prue's team, and Travis Etienne 24.4 also on Prue's team.
Who I believe is on bye this week.
I think so, yeah. Yep. So Prue had 2 of the top 5. It's no wonder he scored so high.
Yeah. And it's not like 2 of the top 5 in a bad week.
Yeah.
2 of the top 5 in a week where they scored.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And then running backs, JTT, Jonathan Taylor, ankle injury. They did not talk about it too much during the game, but if you saw, he only got 1 carry in the second half. So it's something to monitor. Prue, that's your team, but there's a chance that he might be out this week.
Well, he doesn't have ETN if he's on bye, so you don't have JTT to cover.
Right.
Yeah. Bottom 5, we got Isaiah Pacheco, 5.2 on your team. We got Tony Pollard, 6 points on Justine's team. Alex Madison on my team, 3.8. I did have him bench, though. Jerome Ford, 4.4 on Tebow's bench. Damian Pierce, 4.6 on Prue's bench. So those are some of the bottom scores, but all the owners were smart enough to put them out.
Yeah, top. Good job, guys. I like it.
So we got wide receivers. Number 1.
C.D. Lamb.
Let you tell that one. 36. Nope. Hold on. Yeah, 36 points on Tebow's team. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Then you got DeAndre Hopkins, 33.8 points. Josh's team. You got A.J. Brown, 30 points on Stack's team. So that's actually on your team. You got Rashid Shaheed. Don't know who that is.
So he is actually one of the favorite receivers for Derek Carr when it comes to throwing the ball long.
Okay.
The challenge is he either gets you 30 points and no touchdown, or 30 yards and no touchdown, or 100 yards and a touchdown. So you're getting 3 or you're getting 16.
So
no in between.
He gave us 23.8 points this week. Well, gave no one actually because it's free agent. Yeah. So if you're looking for wide receivers and you're looking for a wild card,
an explosive,
maybe.
Yep.
Then your boy Jalen Waddle, 22.6 points on your bench.
Yep.
Every time.
He's on the trading block. He's up for trade.
He had a good week.
Exactly. He's up for trade.
And he's in Germany this week. He loves Germans. Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
I heard he likes blondes. There you go. So Kendrick Bourne, ACL out for New England. Wild. Devontae Parker with a concussion, also out.
Okay.
Right? Drake London, groin injury. Questionable for week 9. Nate, that's you.
I'm aware.
Curtis Samuel, toe and foot injury, doubtful for week 9. And then Josh Palmer for Detroit with a right knee injury. Now, only one that's on anybody's team is Drake London. The reason that I brought these ones up is because, especially at this point in the season, every reception for a half point, everything counts. So when you've got 2 people from New England out, that means if you have a wide receiver from New England, they just got boosted up, or even a running back. Mm-hmm. And then obviously with if Curtis Samuel is out, that moves Terry McLaurin up, that moves Dobson up, that moves I just blanked on their tight end's name, but that moves their entire team up as far as the rest of Logan Thomas, as far as the rest of the pass catchers. Same thing with Josh Palmer. With Josh Palmer being out, not Detroit, Josh Palmer from the Chargers. With him being out, that's going to move up Keenan Allen even more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then bottom of the wide receivers, you got Devontae Addams, 1.6 on Josh's team.
I saw a hilarious post. It was a picture of Devontae on the bench, looking like he was going to eat somebody's face. And it said, "Please just trade this guy. He went there to play with somebody else. You got rid of him. Let him go play somewhere else now."
I remember in the game when he screamed at the bench.
It was posted by ESPN.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be there to play with Carr.
And then what happened?
And then they got upset with Carr. Carr left. Yeah. Now he's playing with Garoppolo.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. Then you got Jacoby Myers, 2.4 on my team. Cooper Kupp, 4.1 on Josh's team. Zay Flowers, 4.4 on Christina's team. And you got Christian Watson, 4.8 on Josh's team again.
That guy was so explosive last year. And then with Love, he is terrible. Terrible.
He needs Rodgers back.
He does.
Maybe you should switch to the Jets, but he's got to wait a year to the end of the season.
Yeah, right.
You have no more wide receivers.
That's
right?
it for wide receivers. Who you got for
Tight ends, Taysom Hill, number 1, 22 on your team. We got Trey McBride, 20.5, free agent.
He was a highly touted tight end rookie. He was actually picked like the second pick of the second round, which is very rare for tight ends. They said that he's supposed to be like a Gronk-esque.
All right, well, looking forward to see what he can do later in the season. He is a free agent if anyone's looking for a tight end. And we got George Kittle, 20.4 on my team. George Kittle's been doing solid for me.
Mm-hmm.
Except for 1 week, he did a little lower, but honestly, not even that bad. I know he's on bye. So don't worry about Trey McBride, actually. I'll pick him out myself. And we got TJ Hawkinson, 17.8 points on Tebow's team. And Sam Laporta, 15.7 on Prue's team.
Now, obviously, TJ Hawkinson could be affected. Actually, I'll hit the news right now. Breaking news. Joshua Dobbs traded to the Vikings from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But they said there's a good chance Dobbs isn't going to start this week. It's going to be their rookie quarterback starting while Dobbs gets accustomed to the system. So how does that look for who they got out there? They got Addison. They got Jordan Addison. They got Hawkinson. So you don't know how it's going to look. They might rely a lot on that running game this week.
Which would remind me who's
Cam Akers and Alexander Madison.
Which I have Alexander Madison.
Since he was bad, you said Alex Madison.
Did I say that? What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know I went over him. Oh, yeah, that's right. His name is too
he
long
didn't
to
get
fit
the full
here.
name because he wasn't good.
No, I have limited space here that I use.
Your mom yells at you with the full name. Nate, just, no, you don't get your full name.
All right, then we have kickers. Some high-scoring kickers this week.
And tight ends. One second, sorry. Tight ends. Darren Waller with a hamstring injury on Justine's team. We out a minimum of week 9.
Okay. Waller's good. Could use him back.
Yeah.
Good. Then we have kickers. We have Cameron Dicker, 16 points. Riley Patterson, 16 points. Brandon McManus, 16 points. All free agents. Then you have Brandon Aubrey, 13 points on Stack's team. The Young Wei Koo on 12 points.
Another
free agents. Was on my team. I dropped them.
A lot of points on nobody's team.
Yeah, a lot of points.
Can I play 4 kickers this week?
Which, funny enough, let's go to defense. Do you have any hurt kickers?
No. Somebody has maybe Justine has a kicker out today or this week, or Prue. One of the two have a kicker out this week.
Oh, on bye?
Yeah.
Okay. For defenses, Broncos 18, Raiders and Cowboys 15, Giants and Lions 13. You have the Cowboys. Everyone else is a free agent there too. So you have the only two.
And they're on the same team.
Yeah.
Brandon Aubrey is the kicker for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Good stack.
I'll take it. That's a stack.
That's what, 28 points right there.
Yep.
Off of players you don't really do that with.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, that's it for the top and bottom.
So a little bit other news going on today. We got to get our little break. Donovan Peoples-Jones was traded from Cleveland to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the goal is there. I'm guessing just another backup behind Amon-Ra St. Brown. They got Jamison Williams. So maybe just that.
Okay.
We said the Josh Dobbs. And then Will Levis will start week 9. So that's the one you just talked about. He was the rookie they have 2 rookies on that team, but he's a rookie for the Titans. You kind of look now as why the heck didn't he start? As far as how did Tannehill start the season and how's he been playing? And now this guy goes in and he threw 4 nice touchdowns. Not just 4, not like threw the ball and then Cooper Kupp ran for 50 yards. No, he threw dropping it in the bucket touchdowns to Hopkins.
Yeah, check it out.
Very impressive. We'll see what he does this week. But as far as trades so far, the rest of them are all defensive. Guys, you might want to check just because there's a lot of defensive moves going on. And obviously, if somebody has a decent defense and then gets a good trade, that could be a big difference on how you want to play them as far as playing your teams against them this week.
Fair point.
Sit-ems?
This week or last week?
Last week's first.
Let's go through last week.
So last week's sit-ems, guys. Week 8 sit-ems. I had Dobbs. He scored 23.9. Nate had Burrow, 27.6. The challenge last week, which we talked about, the top 12 and the top 24 it was such a high-scoring week. There wasn't a lot of people that actually had poor weeks anyways. So even if you had a bad week, it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rashad White didn't get any running game, but from passing, which I said I was worried about, 14.4. James Cook, so this was not a terrible one for you, 7.8. Devonta Smith finally learned how to catch a ball, 19.4.
Maybe they finally learned how to throw a ball.
Yeah, that's true. DeAndre Hopkins, 33.8.
Of course.
Ferguson, 12.7, my tight end. Nate Pitts, 5. Falcons scored 3 points on defense. The Chargers, which you got lucky because it was higher. The Chargers
I know it was higher. I was watching that one.
The Chargers ended up scoring 9. You add them up. Nate the Great, 83.2. Stacks, 73.4.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Here's your $1.
2 weeks in a row. Thank you so much. If I keep doing this, I might be able to afford some Halloween candy.
We got plenty of Halloween candy right here.
And then this week's sit-ups?
Yeah.
This week,
I guess you get to go first.
I get to go first. Maybe we'll have to switch this up one of these days just to give you a better chance. But we actually let you start off in the beginning, and you just still didn't win. So
I did win that first week.
You won the first week.
But that was back when it didn't matter who went first because we were allowed to pick the same player.
True.
We just started this a couple weeks
ago.
You're
right. So my first pick, quarterback, Geno Smith.
Hold on.
You had to know I was going to pick Geno.
There's no one else to pick.
He's even my quarterback.
You see the top 12 for that? This isn't even the right thing. What am I looking at here?
Season stats. This one.
TBC.
I'm not sure the C part. I think TBD, to be determined, to be calculated.
I was thinking continued, but determined worked better in this scenario. My it's gonna have to go with what my backup was. We're gonna go with Herbert.
Oh, against the Jets. Okay, you pulling out all the stops.
I think the Jets want to come to play. Maybe we'll see.
I hope so after this week. That's Monday Night Football too. Okay.
Oh, well then that means I have to What if that's the determining factor in our sit-ups this week?
That's very possible.
All right.
Actually, it was one of the determining factors this week for us.
Oh, because the Chargers.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, not really, because I was already a point ahead of you before that, unless you had someone that played the Monday night game as well.
I only won by less than 10.
Less than 10, but the Chargers scored 9.
Oh, you're right. Okay, pardon me. So yeah, they would have had to been negative for you to be able to win.
Correct.
Okay, you're right. My apologies.
Has the defense ever gone negative?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Could have happened to me.
Josh Jacobs is my running back.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Okay, I saw that one. I was looking at that.
All right, Geno for you now.
Puka Nacua.
I had a feeling you're going to go with that one because you mentioned how his picture was Pikachu in the app.
Kind of hilarious, by the way.
I picked Godwin.
Okay. The only thing I'm worried about is if Stafford is as tough as I think he is and he plays through it this week, then I could be in trouble. But hopefully with his hand, he won't be able to throw as far, which is what Puka is good for.
That's a good point. And who's their backup?
I have no idea.
Oh, what if his backup is like some
it's not.
dark horse?
Nobody. Nobody. Tight end, Schultz.
Logan Thomas.
Okay. I looked at him.
Dalton Schultz. I was looking at Schultz as well, though.
I looked at Thomas. And then my defense, I don't have either one of the ones you put.
Who do you have?
Steelers.
All right. Well, I have Colts.
The Colts, okay. With the Steelers, I don't know if you guys saw this. Minkah Fitzpatrick is out. And the Steelers are playing. What the fuck are they playing this week? They're playing Tennessee this week.
With their new
with Will Levis.
Quarterback.
If he plays half as well as he did last week, it's going to be a great game.
Oh, that's right. Oh, this works in your favor. Crap.
That's what I'm saying.
Start Tannehill.
If he plays like he did last week, I'm in a great spot.
I didn't even think about that.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
I forget that we're looking for the opposite thing
I
here.
almost went with Devontae Adams. I'm worried about the squeaky wheel syndrome. Worried about that, but the way that Garoppolo's playing, I don't think it'll matter. And they're playing somebody decent this week. Do you remember who they're playing? Oh, they're playing the Giants, and the Giants defense is right on point.
I mean, decent,
yeah.
Defense, yes.
I didn't say their offense is good.
I know, but when I think of Giants, I don't think of doing well.
Yeah, no, their offense has been terrible. Now, looking at this past week, anybody else make any moves here? No moves. Oh, Tebow dropped Najee Harris. That's it so far.
Who wants to be next to pick up Najee? I'm looking at you.
Najee outpaced somebody, and I can't think who it is. And it's actually somebody that most people have. It's funny. But this week, you can say the first part, I'll say the second part. How about that?
Hey, that's not what? How did that happen? The Prue Crew, number 1, 175.48. That's not what I'm upset about. Good job, Prue. But
good job, Prue. So I'm going to be sending out applications, guys. Because
in 1 week, get out of my face.
In the toilet bowl this week, Nate the Great, 126.9.
With 126.9, that's not even fair.
I know my other league, there's people that scored like 70 this week.
Yeah.
So players of the week.
Now that goes to show how well the league did in general, though.
The league did awesome, but so
I didn't even consider that I would be the last place person until just now.
You got beat by Steiger, you know that, right?
By 0.7?
Hey, how much did I beat Prue by last week?
0.02.
You busted his nuts for it. So, players of the week, we went through the numbers, but Josh Allen, quarterback for Christina, Jahmyr Gibbs for Christina, CeeDee Lamb for Tebow, Taysom Hill for myself, Brandon Aubrey for myself, and the Cowboys for myself. Now,
bench warmers of the week.
Didn't Christina lose this week?
She played you, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
So, yes,
and she had 2 of the best players of the week.
Yeah, but one of them... Wait, hold on. Where's... Oh, yeah. You also had 3 of the best players of the week, though.
2 of them are a defense and a kicker.
Still.
And a tight end.
Yeah.
I scored 22.
So you got bench warmers of the week. You got Sam Howell. I didn't even realize Sam Howell was on the bench. Number 1 QB on the week on Justine's bench. But she still won, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And then, so good job, Justine, on that one. Running back, we got Williams. Javonte Williams on Tebow's team. Got Hopkins.
Who was that?
I hope...
Who was that?
If I apologize, Steiger, if you sat Hopkins because of my sit-em pick last week.
Look what you did.
I hope not. I don't know. I didn't realize he sat him. I'm looking at this. I know. I'm sorry. You got Laporta, the tight end, on Prue's bench. Thank you for benching him. And then Steelers on my bench, 12 points, which I wish I put them in. I almost did.
Yeah, they played.
Not that it would have. Well, it would have taken me out of the toilet bowl.
True. You don't need a point. You don't need a point.
No. You got most efficient manager, Stacks, 162.42 out of a max 167.52.
Had to make up for
5.1
2
efficient
weeks ago.
short. That is good.
Steiger, least efficient manager. Max points 178.4. Damn, he would have been the high scorer, right? Yeah.
Oof.
Scored 127.6.
Got highest points in a loss, Justine with 146.98 against your 162.42.
Oh, so she lost.
Yeah, we said that.
I thought we just said she won. Yeah.
You asked Justine. I was like, didn't she play you?
Yeah. And you played. Oh, okay. Sorry, because she had Sam Howell on the bench. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, it's yours right now.
Okay. Will Rodriguez, lowest points in a win, 146.32. Of course, your brother has a lower week, and then Josh doesn't score a lot this week.
Why couldn't Josh just do 100%?
Right? I mean, 100% you to beat anybody.
Then we got biggest blowout. No, hold on. I don't want to do this one.
biggest blowout. Andrew Prue, 175.48 to Starlord Pugsley, 126.9.
Yeah, narrow victory. Barely won. 162.42 against Justine's 146.98.
That's very interesting when the closest victory in our thing this week was almost 16 points.
Yeah, overachiever Stacks, the 162.42 over his original projected 130.25. So that's about 32 points right there.
And then you get a lot of recognition this week.
Thanks.
And then underachiever.
Yeah.
Nate the Great Pugsley, 126.9 with a projected 136.49.
I blame Lamar Jackson on that one. Or Gus Edwards.
I'd say Gus Edwards. So looking at the numbers, Nate was down at 86%. Steiger, 71. Steiger was real low this week. I was at 97. Prue was at 94. Christina was at 94. And Travis's Tots, 93% as far as percentage of points scored. But really, Bella, check yourself with a potential 179. Prue Crew with a potential 186. There was a lot of scoring this week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of scoring. And then this is where it gets really interesting.
Positions. I'll go over. You go over the bottom four.
I'll go over the bottom. Steiger at 0-8. Steiger, you really want this idea of the extra point or extra win? Because your record would look a lot better.
But you have a streak that has not been broken.
Yeah, not been broken, man. It's consistency.
It is strong.
Number 7, the replacements at 3-5 with 2 losses in a row, but scoring 1,167 points on the year, which is number 2 in the league.
3.
Right? No, 1167.
Oh, wait, no,
2 in the league.
Sorry, yeah.
Then Belichick yourself. So Justine and Tebow, they're fighting for 6 and 7 right now. Justine is actually ahead of him by a game at 4-4 with 3 losses in a row at 1087. And then in 5th right now, dropping 2 spots as well, is Nate the Great Pugsley at 4-4 with 1 loss, scoring 1,099 total points on the year. And then in front of him by 2.28? Is that 2.28?
2. Which direction am I going? Yeah, 2.8.
Yeah, 2.28.
Is Christina Run Gibbs Run in 4th place, moving up 3 spots, 4-4, but just barely outscoring me.
Also 4-4, but
so another reason why I needed Steelers in
ahead by
less than
3 points.
But you have Hurts So Good, Stack C, moving up 2 spots into 3rd.
5-3, by the way.
5-3. Then 1 and 2 are Travis's Tots and Prue Crew, 6-2. Prue still holding on to the lead, and Travis's Tots still holding on to 2nd. So
damn it, he's up by 151
almost. So basically,
Prue
has to lose.
Yeah, we have to beat him. It's not even like
no one's catching up in points.
Holy heck. Where are we at? Matchups for the week. Nope, that's last week. It's not helping. Matchups for the week. Go ahead, start with mine.
Got Hurt So Good versus Team Steiger. So right now it's looking like Steiger is the favorite, but let's see what happens throughout the week. Everyone looks like they have people playing. So we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah.
Then next game we have Travis's Tots versus Bella Chick Yourself. I mean, as it stands, Travis's Tots is ahead. But unfortunately, Justine has both her quarterbacks on bye, and her defense on bye, and 2 players from her bench on bye, which are running backs. And then
she's got Sam Howell on the bench right now, so she got
so
one.
So Sam Howell can go in,
yep.
But she still needs a 2nd quarterback to replace the other one, and she needs to pick up a defense.
And your brother ain't got a whole lot of backup right now.
4 players on my brother's team on bye this week. Yeah, and like 4 of the players are on 3 different teams. So there's just, what do you do in that scenario?
That's a wild week, right?
Yep.
And then you got Nate the Great versus Tebow. Tebow right now is projected to win pretty handedly, 112-93. But
Dobbs is at 0 right now.
Oh yeah, well, Dobbs got traded.
I know, so I don't even know what's
Dobbs
going
got
on
traded,
with
but
Dobbs.
he's got Goff on bye.
Okay, so that
Patrick Mahomes is sick going to Germany. You've got Christian Kirk and George Kittle on bye. I wouldn't know what to expect from T.J. Hawkinson this week with that trade going on.
Right.
I just said Dalton Schultz is my sit-em, so we'll see how that works out, right? Bills versus Cincinnati. I don't love that matchup this week. I'm not going to lie to you. Damn, you got Russell Wilson on bye. Jameson, or is that Jameson? No, that's Javonte Williams, who just went off on bye. And you don't have anybody on bye.
I mean, not on my bench.
Not on your
I have
bench.
3 players on bye.
But I'm saying nobody on your bench. So at least you got a bench to look at.
I mean, I have Mayfield that can replace Dobbs.
Mhm.
Well, we don't know what Dobbs is doing.
I don't think you'll see Dobbs play this week.
Yeah, I don't
personally.
either.
All right. Is that? And then we got Run Gives Run versus Prue Crew. So Christina. Oh, wait a minute. I need Christina to win, but not outscore me.
I mean,
Oh no, she's one win behind me, right? You can win. That's fine.
Well, no, you want to win anyway. But either way, like this is not a point. This is not at this point in the season. You shouldn't care about the points. You need her to beat.
Yeah.
Or honestly, at this point in the season,
They could tie.
no, not that they could. Just let Prue win out at this point. There's no catching him. Or is it? He's 8-0.
He's 6-2, and I'm 5-3.
Oh, you're right. No, never mind.
Yeah,
Prue.
I was like, no, Prue.
Christina, take Prue down.
Do we got anybody that's on Prue's team? Jonathan Taylor. Please play him this week.
Yeah, leave him in.
Leave him in. Anybody else that we said? Oh, he's got a kicker out. Kicker on bye. Travis Etienne on bye. Sam Laporta on bye. Evan Ingram on bye.
Holy crap.
How many tight ends you got? 3?
3 TEs.
Going to rechange your name. Going to restructure that. Justin Jefferson on IR. Nobody else. Damn. All right. Damn. And Christina actually got to put in a quarterback here.
Does she have anybody?
Kenny Pickett's out. So, no.
She doesn't even have a